Today in cloud gaming, we have some really exciting stuff to talk about, and I mean it this time, both from GeForce Now and Google Stadia. We're going to start with a tease coming from GFN, and it's a major one because they posted this recently over on Twitter, and I think everybody knows who that figure is. 100% that's Kratos, and it's not a screenshot from Fortnite, but from 2018's God of War. So what does this mean? Well, that's not for me to decide. After all, this is just a post that they made over on Twitter, but it is curious to see at the bottom right the GeForce Now branding. I'm sure you can make your own conclusions from the tweet. Regardless, you should definitely stay tuned to tomorrow's GFN Thursday, as that's typically when they do their news drop. So be sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell as well to not miss out on any news that I'll definitely be covering on the channel the moment it happens. Well, for now, let's move on to the other big cloud gaming news today, and it revolves around Google Stadia. And that's because they just announced 2 more games headed to Stadia real soon, and one of them is certainly gonna have some fans. First up is Deathrun TV, and it's described as a fast, hardcore roguelike twin-stick shooter set in the world's biggest and craziest game show. You'll experience real-time blistering speed and bullet-dodging action as you compete for glory, assuming you're able to survive this 2D bullet hell where only likes really count. You'll be fighting epic bosses, getting stronger likes and munitions along the way, as you also unlock cool weapons through your progression. Your goal at the end of the day is to escape deadly rooms full of traps, explosives, and enemies, and hurry out before the studio itself self-destructs with you in it. I genuinely think the gameplay looks fun and pretty intense. Kinda gives me that Binding of Isaac feel. I'm not sure if that's just me, but either way, it's a great game to be compared to. Now, the second title confirmed coming to Stadia is from a very popular IP. It's Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. It's described as the latest installment of the horror game loved by millions of players from all over the globe, where you get to play as Gregory, a young boy trapped overnight in Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex. With the help of Freddy Fazbear himself, Gregory must survive the near unstoppable hunt of reimagined Five Nights at Freddy's characters, as well as new horrific threats. You'll have your time to play as both the hunter and the hunted as you adapt to survive and explore and discover this massive Mega Pizzaplex. I've never really been one for horror games, but I would be lying if I told you that the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise isn't an absolute juggernaut nowadays. It's really surprising just how big it's gotten, and I'm sure a lot of Stadia fans out there are going to be really excited to play this. Now, it is important to remember that both games that were just announced for Stadia are coming soon, but there is no date given. I gotta say, between the Five Nights at Freddy's confirmation for Stadia and the potential tease for God of War on GeForce Now today, it makes for quite the exciting news day in the cloud space. On the GeForce Now side of things, there's a whole lot more I want to say here and discuss, but I'll save that for tomorrow's GFN Thursday, so be sure to not miss out and stay tuned for that. But when it comes to Stadia, I do believe that these 2 added game announcements were well needed this week. The latest This Week on Stadia blog post was definitely kind of disappointing for many people out there, including myself. It did get better later on in the day when they announced 3 games coming to Stadia Pro, including Outriders. But now with these 2 games confirmed coming to Stadia, and one of them being an IP that really does matter to a lot of people out there, I would argue it's actually been a really great week for Stadia news. One thing it does make me consider though is that we should probably set very different expectations for this week on Stadia. I think many of us are accustomed for that being the Stadia news day, but it certainly seems like they want to spread news out throughout the week. Regardless, I'm interested in hearing whether or not you prefer the news all at once or if you rather have it spread throughout. Let me know your thoughts down below. But with that, we'll wrap up this video. If you enjoyed it or found it helpful at all, be sure to hit that like button as it really does help the channel out. And if you're wanting more content like this, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell as well. Just quick end of video message here. I just want to say thanks to everyone who left their feedback on yesterday's end of video message. It really does mean a lot to me. I know this video is a bit on the shorter side, but I have a pretty busy day today and I need to get some stuff done. I was actually not going to be making this video, but I thought the news was too exciting not to. But aside from all that, I really just wanted to give you my thanks for the continued support of the channel. I hope you have a great day, and as always, this has been the Virtual Cloud, giving you the latest and greatest on everything cloud gaming related, and until next time, I'll catch you in the clouds.